And the example I want to share with you today is the how the grizzly bear came early in the morning. This big camp, lots of teepees, 500 teepees. That's a big camp. And early in the morning, the chief woke up and he said, "Elpaha, Elpaha, come over." And he's the camp crier. He announces the daily activities, the daily things that go on. That's what his job is, Elpaha, town crier. The town crier, Elpaha, rushing over to the chief, and he said, "I want you to go to all the council members' teepees, wake them up and bring them quickly because I need to have a meeting with them." So the camp crier, he knows exactly where those council members live. And it's based on the teepee, the outside of the teepee, there's symbols, drawings written on those teepees. And when you're a council member, there's certain signs there or whatever they have to help them. Or their names might be like a whatever, eagle or whatever it is that they have. That's usually written on the outside of painted on the outside of the teepee. So he knows. So he quickly got the council members. They went into the council house, and the chief was there. So they made ceremony. They cleansed with medicine. They sang song. And okay, now, what is it? And the chief said, "My daughter is missing. I need your help." Oh boy, they agreed right away. They picked 4 men, tall, strong, fast, not yet with women. They put them into the ceremony. And when they finished the ceremony, that ceremonial leader said, "You go to the chief's house and you start from there." They gave him extra moccasins and dry meat. And they got their bow and arrow and stuff. And when they went to the chief's teepee, they seen horse tracks on the ground. Oh, we'll follow those. Away they went running. They ran for 4 days, following these horse tracks. And early one morning, one of the men woke up and he said, wake up, I heard something." When they never sleep on the top of the hill, or they never sleep on the bottom, always kind of in the middle. And those are good, safety, security stuff. If you came running down, straight down, you're on alert. If they come slowly, zigzagging down like this, everything's okay. That kind of a thing. So anyway, when they picked around the corner of that hill there was a big camp there. They didn't see that because they got there late at night. It was fall time. And this was early in the morning. Okay, they said, what are we going to do now? Well, let's spread out and see if we can spot the chief's daughter. This is where the horse tracks lead us. So they spread out and they spent 3 or 4 hours. And all of a sudden one of the men spotted, "Yeah, I spotted her. She's in that teepee there." Okay, let's find out what kinds of things are we gonna do to get the chief's daughter back here and bring her home. As they were making plans, somebody spotted them. Oh boy, there's a big uproar in the camp, and those men started running. And they had horses, so those men jumped on their horses and chased those 4 men. They caught up to the last one. He arrow shot him, killed him. Caught up to the 3rd one, killed him. They caught up to the 2nd one, killed him. And they were the first one that was running was way up there. So of course the horses are a bit faster, so just as they were going to catch up to him and shoot him, this man runs into a big cave. And he's in there and he's out of breath and he's trying to catch his breath. The horsemen come up and they were shooting arrows into the cave, but the cave was some rocks and it's made in such a way that the arrows were not effective. So he's in there trying to catch his breath, and it's dark in there and it's fall time, and pretty soon he's starting to catch his breath and he's starting to blink and he could see some things inside there now. And he's looking around and all of a sudden there's two big red eyes looking at him. Oh, he knows exactly what that is. And he decides, he's thinking that it's better if he takes his chances with these horsemen with the bow and arrow and not be eaten by this big grizzly bear. It's fall time, he's already trying to hibernate. Just as he was ready to run out, the grizzly bear put his hand over his chest like this, and he said, "Just a minute." "Anakavo," he said. Oh, that man was surprised. He looked down and he seen 10-inch claws out of this grizzly bear. And he's speaking Dakota. Oh, okay. The grizzly bear goes running out and he grabs a few men and a few horses. One swat kills a horse just like that. And so he comes running back in, and the man jumped up because this grizzly bear had arrows stuck in him. He jumps up, he breaks the arrows, he pulls it out. He had a little medicine pouch here. He put medicine in each of those wounds. And to their surprise, they healed right away. The grizzly bear turns around, goes running back out again, and he grabs a few more men and horses and he kills them, and he comes running back in. Again, same thing. He had arrows stuck in it and pulled them out and put medicine in there. He was going to run out again, and that man said, "Wait a minute, Koda," he said. "Wait a minute. Koda, nakawo," he said. "Friend, wait a minute." So, "I'm going to make a prayer," that man said. Remember, this was early in the morning and it's fall time. And so that man says, "Greater, me and my friend here, we want to ask you for help. For some reason, we went to get the chief's daughter. We want to bring her home, but for some reason, these people, they want to kill us. We need your help." As soon as he said that, it went dark outside. So the grizzly bear said to the man, "If you go out this cave now, you know they're further back over there," he said. "If you sneak out of here, it's dark. They won't see you. You'll be able to make it back home to your camp. I know where your camp is," he said. "You tell your chief when you get home, I'm coming over there in the springtime. In the springtime, when I get over there, I want a big teepee made for me, and I want 13 pails of food inside that teepee. And in the winter time," this is fall time, "in the winter time while you're sleeping," he said, "I'm going to teach you 4 songs. "Okay, thank you, Koda," he said to him. And away he went. Sure enough, they didn't see him. He made it back to camp. And he told the chief, "You know, we found out where your daughter is, but no, they spotted us, and they chased us, and they killed my 3 friends. And so I'm the only one alive because the grizzly bear saved me, he said. And he's telling me he's coming here at our camp in the springtime. And he wants a big teepee and he wants 13 pails of food. Okay, the chief said. So everybody got ready. The women start sewing those buffalo robes. The men got those great big long teepee poles and gathering food of all kinds of things. And sure enough, while he was sleeping at night, he would get a song. And then another 4 songs he got. Early one spring, boy, a beautiful day. On the south side, the scout made a sound. Everybody look over there. And here behind him, on top of the hill, there's somebody standing up there. Oh, and that man knew who that was. He started to sing the song. When he started to sing the song, the grizzly bear came down on all 4s and started walking towards the camp. When he finished the first song, the grizzly bear stood up. He started singing the second song. By the time he started the 4th song, the grizzly bear was right into the camp. There's lots of people outside, and the man and the chief were standing there. And the grizzly bear went there, and the big teepee was right there. They went right inside, the 3 of them. When they got inside, there were some old people sitting there on the west side of the teepee, inside. And one of them said, "Thank you. Thank you for coming," he said. And he started to sing. And as he was singing, the grizzly bear and that man he saved, they started pretending to jostle, fight all the way around the teepee. And when he finished the song, that other old man, he's saying there, "Heyushka," he called him. "Thank you for coming." And he started to sing. Heyushka means peacekeeper. That old man called that grizzly bear peacekeeper. And he started to sing. And while he was singing, that grizzly bear was eating up the 13 pails of food. He was mighty hungry. When he finished eating, that man stopped singing. And as a grizzly bear, he said, from now on, he said, this man here will help you in anything that you need. This man will help you, he said. Okay. With that, he goes out the door. Lots of people standing outside. And that man, he started to sing that song, the 4th song first, and then the 3rd, and that grizzly bear was walking. By the time he finished the 1st song, the grizzly bear was way over there on top of the hill where he first started. And when he left, the grizzly bear said, or the man said, "Chief, I know how to get your daughter back now. Let's go and get him." So today, we use that medicine. It's called the grizzly bear medicine. We still use that. And we can only get, it only grows in Montana. And we still use that medicine in our ceremonies. And we still sing that song. Heyushka wotape, Heyushka wotape, Heyushka wotape, Heyushka wotape, Wotape, hey Yushka, Wotape, oh, hey. So whenever we're going to have do a ceremony and a feast, we always sing that song, and helping us to use that medicine and memorialize that those things that happened long ago, to keep that going. That way, when you do ceremonies, the grizzly bear spirit comes in and helps us with our ceremonies. So, and whenever there's a big feast, we sing that song. We still sing that song today. So those are the stories that's been passed on from generation to generation. And there's many more. Thank you.